It just takes me back to another personal favorite. I can go all day talking about this particular project. Like I can suspend everything I'm doing just to talk about this project. If you can take a wild guess.
The album after Made in Lagos, he had this song with Ira Star, and Ira Star
Oh
went
yeah.
all over the world performing that song. But I don't think there is a clip of Wiz even murmuring the song.
What deals? How far now? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm having a beautiful week actually. I think this week was really nice. I was able to like try some new things, not like crazy big things that are out extraordinary, but some really new things. And I met some new people, some amazing people during the week. So it's been a good week so far for me. It's been hot and sunny, you know. So it's been nice. What about you?
I had quite an exciting week. I think earlier in the week I had an appointment with my optician. It's like obviously you can't relate because you're not as blind as I am. Uh, it's just a regular 2-year eye test or eye appointment with my optician, and I've reduced by -1, but so it's good. I think my sight is getting
So
back.
in like the next 2 years, you're going to throw the glasses away. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no. I think I'm stuck with that thing. I'm just hoping I don't hand it over to my kids. But
What?
that aside, I had quite an interesting week, to be honest. I think I told you about the conversation I was having with one of my friends. We're talking about rap, as we always talk about music every now and then.
Yeah.
And everyone is always talking about the rap in Nigeria, the rap across broad.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Oh, there's not a lot of rappers that still stick to their craft, something that you always say." So I brought it back to you, remember? And then I told him, do you know that Chyn has been in the game for 2014 or earlier up to 2025? His
Chyn
last
is the
album.
guy on Chardonnay Music with Falls, right?
Yeah. So
Uh,
I told him that, do you realize that that's someone everyone or people slept on? And I think when I messaged you, I was like, bro, we need to talk about this. Like, there are loads of artists, there are loads of projects that have been out there, both recently and in the past, that we feel like artists are slept on. And one of them is Chyn. You know that his mixtape in
yeah.
2014, The Graduate. I feel like not a lot of people know about it, and it's just sad because that was a proper rap album.
You can say that again. It was really good. You know, um, albums that are slept on, I don't know why it happens. Like, you can always tell this is an amazing project, but at the end of the day, it doesn't get the attention you would think it deserves. Like the graduate you're
Yeah.
talking about, whenever you listen to that particular project, you just get this feeling like, why don't more people know about this? Why don't more people recognize this? And it's just something that I find a bit weird. Speaking about this
What?
album,
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's your take on the album? Like, if you remember back in 2014 when we first jammed it, what did you make of it? And even maybe up till today.
so I'm going to start with the album art. The album art, it's like a ballerina, right? Dancing
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're doing the ballet dance. And it sort of reminds me of the Runaway video, the Kanye West Runaway video.
Kanye West.
Yeah, where he had like ballet running in and he was playing ballerinas running in and he was playing the piano. So when I saw the album, that was the first thing my mind went to. Like, okay. And then the title of the album is The Graduate. Again, Kanye West
Kanye
has
West.
an album series, you know. um, so when I saw the album art and I read the album title, I was like, okay, this guy is obviously influenced by Kanye West, someone I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate a lot. So I was going into that project with an open mind that I will sort of enjoy this album because anyone influenced
And
by Kanye just
Kanye,
makes
because
good
you're
music.
a Kanye fanboy.
Everybody knows that now.
Mm-hmm.
And then um I just don't like to listen to music and not like want to relate with what the person is saying. So I did more, background research on Chyn and
Mm.
stuff on what led to these making this mixtape, making this project. And he told a story that he was watching a particular movie, and when he was watching that movie was kind of like what prompted him to put this project in that particular direction. That was what like
Yeah.
influenced the creative direction of this project. So
Or more like
he
his
built
reality
like a
at the
story
time.
around it. Yes. You said something.
I said it was more like his reality at the time. The music
Yes.
and his reality at the time were,
Yes.
yeah.
So, graduating from school, you always ask yourself, what is next? Let me ask you, when you left school, immediately you left school, did you like know what you wanted to do immediately? Apart from, NYC and the whole thing, did you like know what was next?
That's crazy because my aunt up till today, she always refers to what I always say when I was a kid, when I was asked
Yes.
what I want to be in the future. It's weird. I always
Okay, tell
said,
me.
like, when they say, Uko, what do you want to be in the future? I always just say, I want to be a human being. Bro,
Wow.
like, life is that easy. I just want to be a human being. I
Wow.
was not stressing.
I think
So after uni, but anyways, I don't know, to be honest. I was just like, what next? I think I was more focused on where I was going to serve like every other person. Would I be batch A? Would I be batch B? I was just taking it easy. And I, like every other thing, I always take life easy. Yeah.
in
So I know it doesn't
that
make
thing
sense
you said
to the
earlier, I
visionaries.
I just it kind of just changed something in me just now. What you just said. While you were young,
What's that?
imagine
Yeah.
someone asking you what you want to be, and you just said, I want to be a human being. That's like
Bro.
that's just a good response because at the end of the day, it's all vanity, man. You just want to live and be happy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I want to be this, I want to be that. Bro, are you happy? Wow, wow. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I think I just got something today. That's interesting, really.
Oh, same
If
as.
anyone asks me going forward and ask me, what are you trying to achieve? Bro, I just want to be happy. I just
I
want to
just
be
want to be a
human.
human being. Yeah. I mean,
And
looking
I
at
think that's the
today's
same thing
world.
for Chin. He graduated and his parents were asking him, oh, bro, what's next for you? Or, son, what's next for you? And he was like,
Mhm.
okay, there's something I've always loved, and that is music. So I'm going to try and make music. And, there was an intro on the album that kind of like, it was he and someone talking, and they were asking him, what is next? What are you going to do with your life and whatnot? And then he responded. And then he had songs with Fouls on that one. There is one,
That's
Face the
Jam in
Sun.
Africa, I think.
Yeah. And on Face the Sun, Fast came in. He didn't like have any verse on that song
It was
particularly, but
hyping him.
he was hyping him up. And that hype Faust did on that particular song is exactly the way I feel about Chin. He called him intelligent, he called him articulate, he called him some
Yeah.
other adjectives like that. And I think that is really how you're going to describe Chin because he has this smooth way of just pronouncing words. He has this
Yeah.
like fancy way of making things sweet. Even if he's speaking like the traditional languages like Yoruba and stuff like that, he just made it really sound nice and whatnot. So I enjoyed that part of the album. I enjoyed that. Face the Sun is a song I really like a lot on that album. And
Is that
yeah.
your best song on the album?
No, it's not. It's not. You know, I kind of like albums that or songs that are like more rap without like a lot of singing, not too much.
Yeah.
I like melodies, but I like when it's core rap. I like when you have like a lot of one-liners on your song, and well, maybe you're trying to get a story. So on Grey Clouds, there is a particular sample he used where a lot of rappers have used that sound. They use it a lot. It's a very common sample. I think J. Cole has used it also. A couple of rappers have used it. And he went on that particular sample, used it in the production, and he was rapping on it. And I think that's my favorite song because his rap was excellent on that. The use of the sample was really great. So I think Grey Clouds is my favorite. Do you have a favorite?
So my favorite will be Aye Oloba. And why is my favorite is because every bar was a punchline. Like he was not just saying it because he wanted to say it. Starting from the beginning to the end of the song, like he was intentional. There's one. I'll just start with the basic ones that he said. That's like maybe probably you say, oh, it's too simple. Where he said they'll be coming for your neko like just three boys.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, for anyone listening, NECO is an exam taken in junior secondary school 3.
Hmm.
So it's an exam taken by those people in that class.
Hmm.
So it just made sense. Like when they say you're coming for your neck, but it's obviously your neck. Yeah. Then but the one that was really or the one that really it might sound basic, but you need to have maybe watched like Wizard of Oz and be in line with some things was when he said I followed the yellow brick wall till I'm home. If you've watched
Wow.
Wizard of Oz, I don't know if you've watched Wizard of Oz. The yellow brick road was like the path to home, sort of. And on the parts on Wizard of Oz, there's a path. One of the can't remember. One of the characters said something like, "This ain't Kansas." So he made reference to that. Like he was like, "I followed the yellow brick wall." Till I'm home, but this ain't Kansas. This is the anthem. So I need you to stand up. Obviously, when you hear the anthem back home, you have to stand up. So the bars on the I like it because of the bars. Yeah. But it's a really decent album. I don't know why it wasn't really up there in 2014. I don't know, maybe because MI and the rest were in the scene, but that's a proper mixtape from Chyn, to be honest.
It's good. Just what you were saying, there is a particular line from that Ayoloba I like. He said, everywhere like shoulder pads in the 80s. Yeah. If you remember, our moms and a couple of people used to wear all these suits with like shoulder pads in them,
Shoulder pads, yeah.
like in the 80s and stuff. So on Ayoloba, there was that also. There is one I really enjoyed a lot. It's on
The,
Dita Von Teese. And on Dita Von Teese, he said, she moved me like Matilda. Telekinesis, her eyes will kill ya. There is this movie Matilda. You know
yeah,
Matilda. You
yeah,
they watch
yeah,
classics now. You know they miss classics.
yeah, yeah.
On Matilda, you remember that girl that everyone bullies, and then eventually she moved her teacher, that
Mm,
principal, with her
yeah.
eyes and stuff like that. I think Matilda is one classic I enjoyed a lot.
It's like Chin was using movies, like references from movies
Yes,
to walk through this album.
yes,
Because that's
yes.
the one from Matilda, the one from Wizard of
Mm-hmm.
Oz.
Yeah. In fact,
There's
the
even
entire
yeah,
project itself was influenced, the entire
by
creative
movie.
direction, yeah, it was influenced by a movie. So it made a lot of sense. Ah,
Even the soundscape of the album was more to like 80s kind of sound. The songs he sampled as well, they were like old old bops, that kind of thing. So
yes.
it was a good one. I mean, for listeners, I would say go listen to Chyn's mixtape.
They sure. And it had files on like 3 songs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 or 3, I'm not sure.
yeah.
You know that one that he I don't think the one you were talking about earlier was put as a files feature. I don't know, but
No, he
files
just
had
he,
like
he just
vocals
came
on
in
it.
to hype him up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. I enjoyed that. So he's a Faust guy, and then another person that is a Faust guy is Tues.
Hmm. Good Vibes Volume 1.
Ooh. Okay, I always have stories about my project that I enjoy so much.
That's a proper slept on project.
Yes. So we have a mutual, a very close mutual, in fact. We used to be part of the
Mm-hmm.
Six together. By the way, Six is not a cult, it's just the name we call ourselves. So we I think we were going from Lekki. I was going back home and we got this Uber and the Uber guy was like playing music. And I was like, okay, I can do better than this song this guy is playing. And then I said, bro, let me be in charge of the aux. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
more I love than being in charge of the aux.
I'm being in charge of
So
yours. You know,
I got
Oxlade now.
that and then I played the album, like I played the project, the Chills project, Good Vibes, and it started with the song, it started playing, and my friend was like, wow, this is a really good. I mean, we were just like 3 songs in, and he was like, bro, which project is this? As in, I haven't
Yeah.
listened to this, and I said, you're missing out. You're missing out on this. And that's still the way I feel about that project. Like it's such a good project. Every time I listen to it, it's like I'm listening to it for the first time again. The production is rich, the sound is
Yeah.
rich, it's laid back, it doesn't feel rushed. And on a couple of the songs it says um choose on the beat or something like that. That means I think he was doing
He
some of the
was
production himself.
yeah.
So it feels like, there is nothing that makes more sense than producing like your own music. You understand yourself best and
Yeah.
you understand what you will shine on. So that project felt very, very well produced and he gave out like his best. And of course, he had files on it also. And one of the
The
big, yes.
the I just want to say something about the album. It's one of the few projects that I've heard an artist just all through. He was just motivating himself, motivating others. Even the features, like when he featured Mayor Cohn, featured Files, when they came on, they were literally just doing the same thing, like just speaking life into themselves. And for the entire length of the project, I don't know, maybe it's one of the few ones I've heard, right? And by an Afrobeat artist that they never made reference to Bomb Bomb, never made reference to women in any way. Like all through the project, it was just motivating. So, I mean, to the listeners, if you want something to motivate you, just go listen to it. Like there's no curse word. The only time a woman was mentioned was when Files came in, and he was referring to that reference was to money, to fame. He was referring to a woman as fame or money. So it's a very clean PG5. This one.
which is very rare in the landscape that we are in right now. It's a very rare thing to find. And going
Yeah,
back to the way you just described this album, which is perfect, perfect.
yeah.
The album art was in laying, maybe
In
in
the
the pool
pool.
or beside the pool. It's
Yeah,
just from the title of the project to the album art. It screams peace. I am at peace. And then
yeah.
he had a song with Mayoko titled Grateful.
Grateful. So
Grateful and grateful.
just
Yes.
quickly, I've said before that I used to be a keyboardist or whatever. I was learning the keyboard when I was much younger. So there's something that song reminds me of. It goes through a 1 5 6 4 chord progression. That's
Okay.
what we musical people that year.
Musical genius.
Yeah, it goes. It's
Musical
a popular
Taliban number
in
one.
Roman numeral. In Roman numeral, but it's called 1564 chord progression, and it was quite popular because if you check back at Mr. Easy's Pour Me Water, check back at even Mayor Kun's Mama, it has that same chord progression. The bass line, the groove, it's just the same.
Yeah.
And it was when I first heard Grateful, I was like, I know this. I've heard something like this before. Then I started searching. Then I now
Mm.
realized that, oh, okay, these guys they are going on a similar tempo. But yeah, it's a motivation project. Like it will ginger you. You know, maybe you're just feeling down in your car on a bad day or whatever. Just play it and you'll be chilled properly.
So on that project, I think my
Yeah.
favorite is Smile.
No
um,
wonder you're smiling.
just from the title of that song, even the lyrics, he said, Biko smile, it's only for a while. It's only
Mm.
for a while.
That's why I said
Why
proper
you know go
motivation from
smile?
chills.
So um there, we are humans. There are periods where we will always feel down. I've
Mm-hmm.
felt down. So I have like these songs that always get me in a good mood when I feel down and stuff. And this song is a major one on that particular playlist. I'm not going to share that playlist with you guys. That one is for me only.
Can you imagine
I'll-
for your ears only?
for my ears only. I'll probably add it on the curated playlist we have for you guys. But my own playlist is for me. So
You're selfish.
I'm being selfish here. I'm gatekeeping. um,
Hey.
so Smile as like I think personally for me, that's like the song that carries the most meaning on that album. The entire album has a lot of meaning to it, but that's the one that I resonate with a lot because it's
Okay.
it's it's telling you that despite what you feel, always have a smile on. It's important to have a smile on. So I love that one.
My
Yeah.
own will be grateful, just more cause of the chorus. Like it's a chorus that will always stick. It says, even if now one shirt or one shoe,
Mm,
one bag or one boot, I will be grateful. Like no
bro,
matter the situation, he will be grateful.
this album is really special. Just thinking back at it's really special. What
Yeah, I want to be in the studio session with Chills just because of this project.
the quotes, all the quotes we've been bringing out now are just very, very motivational and so cool. And the fact that you said it's even like PG-5. I mean, anyone can listen. Like, you can play
Yeah,
this album to your mom. You can play this album to anyone can just
any
pick it up
generation.
and wow, it's amazing album. Interesting. And there's this song, that Smile I talked about. Another person who has Smile is Wizkid. And I always think in my head, who has the better Smile song? Is it Chills or is it Wiz?
Wizzy. Speaking of Wizzy, he also has a project that has been slept on. That will
Ah,
be Soundman
Slept on.
Volume
Wiz
1.
has a Slept on project.
Soundman Volume 1.
Soundman. Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think
Should I say something?
go for it. Go for it.
Before Soundman Volume 1, Wiz was away from the public eyesight. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
He had been away for a while and then he came back. And I think Soundman Volume 1 was to test the waters. If there was no Soundman Volume 1, we would not have Made in Lagos.
Omo, that water he tested, it was really good though. Because
Okay,
that water was really good.
I am going to quote a tweet I remember. I don't know who tweeted. I'm thinking it is Jola, but I'm not like sure. When Sandman Volume 1 dropped, that tweet stated, it said, Wiz was really singing. on this project.
Do you know what's funny? Just before you go on,
Yes.
when Soundman dropped, so we're all in a Nokoya now. Everybody was like, "Wiz don't drop, oh," that kind of thing.
Yes.
Everybody went separate. It's like that period once something drops, everybody go separate, go listen and come back.
Mm.
So one of our mutuals then said, "Did you guys notice on Blow and for some tracks, Wizkid had a code? We looked this guy like this. Say Wizkid had a code,
Jesus.
ke? Dele, even you, I'm sure, years after now, you don't know that Wizkid had a code. When you listen to Blue, you will know that he had a code. Then
No.
we now went online. A lot of people were saying the same thing. Wizkid had a code,
Eventually,
especially
I
on Blue.
figured out. Okay. I didn't figure out when I was listening. I figured out
Yeah.
when I started seeing tweets about it. And then
Yeah.
he had something like that on only wanna, only on Soko. He was chewing something also at the beginning of Soko. That was why he was only wanna, only. But that's interesting. What I find interesting in what you just said is the fact that you guys went to your different cocoons to like listen
Yeah,
to the
now.
album
Yeah.
and then come back to deliberate about it.
Yes, now. So that you will not be influenced by another man's opinion. So you say, what do you think now? Someone say, Omo, he go grow on me. Omo, he hits. First listen, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Omo, that period was good because you hear people's different takes on music, like on how they feel about a project. Like my first listen is this, my second. Now it was really nice. So it was like we were always looking forward to new music Fridays from
of
when
course.
albums or projects were dropping.
Of
And
course.
Soundman, one thing Wizkid did about with this Soundman that I don't know if I'll say I was not happy. He dropped Soundman in December, first week of December. Afro Nation was second, this 2019, right? Afro Nation was second or third week of that same December. When Wizkid came on stage in Ghana, he did not perform any song from Soundman. And I was like, bro, you just released probably one of your best projects. Why are you scared that these people won't know the song? He was singing other songs. I was like, bro, come on now. There's Blow,
Um,
there's Jam.
Wiz doesn't perform a lot of songs from um his some of the albums. I've noticed even during the MIL era, Wiz wasn't performing Daddy O. He wasn't performing he wasn't performing a lot of songs on Sounds from This Side. Sound from the Other Side. I said sounds from this side because we because we have an episode named Sounds from This Side. So
Go
he
listen,
wasn't
guys.
performing
Go
songs
listen.
from he wasn't performing songs from Sound from the Other Side. He wasn't performing songs from Soundman. He would always go back to Ayo and what's it called? The first
The one that
Superstar.
has Dondo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like um Wiz is missing out on certain really great songs on those albums that he should definitely be performing on stage. I feel like there are songs like on Sounds from the Other Side that I would love to hear, like him
On
singing,
stage.
like Picture
Yeah.
Perfect. Picture Perfect is a song I would appreciate if Wiz performs more. And Wiz does this a lot. You know, I can't fault the man. The man is years in the game. Even during the time when he dropped the album after Made in Lagos, he had this song with Ira Star. And Ira Star
Oh,
went
yeah.
all over the world performing that song. But I don't think there is a clip of Wiz even murmuring the song.
The guy
So
will never still
Wiz
understand the guy.
Wiz is someone who has a lot of deep cuts. Imagine having an entire EP as a deep cut. Do you understand?
Do
Like
you get?
searching his discography and finding Soundman, you're like, what? This man has this gem and is not even championing this EP.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, now my favorite on that EP is Cover Me. And I will
Baby,
kill.
cover me.
Yes, I will
Just for
kill.
tonight. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Shemi Lati Bere. Come on. Popsy.
Yeah.
Come on. What's your favorite? Tell me.
I don't know if I'll say it's a favorite or it's a deep cut, but he explored something that I don't think he has done a lot with the song on Mine. He
What?
went with the
Oh,
reggae flow.
Popsy,
So
if
it was
Cover Me
just
is not my
different.
favorite, it's definitely mine. That's it. That's an ultimate pick. Ah.
I think Wizkid and Black Jersey, they have this kind of synergy because the two songs that they have on the EP or the project is proper descent. But yeah, I'm going with Mine as a deep cut and as my best song.
Wow, that's interesting. And you know what? During this period, a lot of controversy was surrounding Wiz with the fact that he didn't drop Soundman with his name. You know, he
Starboy.
dropped it under Starboy, and they had like all these people saying like it's because he signed to a
The Weekend.
label. Not even the weekend. Like
Oh, okay.
he was signed to a label, and they had him under contractual obligations, and he wants to earn this money. They were taking a lot of profits from him. That's why he dropped. In fact, you know, he dropped like a couple of songs with Starboy, Soccer, and a couple of other ones, and this
Mm.
Soundman EP too. So I don't know how true all those rumors were, but it was
Allegedly.
there. Yeah. And then people, when I think they didn't know what to expect from Wiz in that moment, like that particular time. They were like, would Wiz ever top what he did with the song he had with? And that's the thing. He had like a amazing song. One Dance was a year or two before Soundman.
Yeah.
Come Closer was a year or two before Soundman. And
Yeah.
that was the direction Wiz was going towards then.
Going.
Like
Yeah.
this Americanized sound. And then
Yeah.
when he came with Soundman, it, 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 it was like, okay, I'm back to being my
Home.
best self, my Nigerian self. I'm back home.
Yeah.
So the sound picked a lot. Like Cover Me is my favorite because it had this influence of like Fela sound in it. And it
Yeah.
sounded like a lot
The
of
trumpets and all.
drums. There's the instrument, and you can see what we did with sax. I mean, he used saxophone a lot on Soundman EP, and then the saxophone went with him to Made in Lagos.
Made
A
in
lot
Lagos. Yeah.
of richness in the sound from Soundman. I don't know. When MIL dropped then, I told myself, I said, Soundman is still my favorite Wiz project ever. But eventually, MIL took it. But Soundman is really close to MIL, like really, really close.
I think it's because Soundman is under 30 minutes. It's just
Yeah.
easy to listen and all the songs I keep going. Like the progression is good. Just if you got a love at like I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's seven songs. It's easy to listen to 7 songs now. But Made in Lagos, I can get it wasn't boring though, but I can get why
No.
you want to put them side by side. But
Yeah.
Omo, I don't think S2 did anything as good as Soundman. Oh. Like, no offense to Wiz, but S2 is Soundman Volume 2, I'm guessing. Right? The one that has One Deco, has Latan, the 4-song EP.
You know, I've forgotten about that. I've forgotten that that project exists.
Oh, so you're sleeping on things as well.
Wow, I've forgotten that project exists somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, there are some decent songs on that project, but
Yeah, it was just
if
4 songs.
I've forgotten it. But the song with Islatan is obviously a banger. That's like it's like
Yeah.
top 20 Wiz ever. And we were singing
Hey.
it, like we kept singing it and singing it and singing. Oh, but to be honest with you, I think Wiz is someone that can go 50 songs, everything bangers.
Yeah, true. It's just I don't know why that particular project or even the other ones we've mentioned, like Chyn, Chills, why
Mhm.
is not they haven't really been like out there. It was just good music here today, good music gone tomorrow.
Wagwan, my people. What's good? I hope you're enjoying the episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get back to enjoyment.
It just takes me back to another personal favorite. I can go all day talking about this particular project. Like, I can suspend everything I'm doing just to talk about this project. If you can take a wild guess.
I know what you're talking about. Since you
Don't be
vibe this up
fooled by
so
my
much.
blue passport. I be Niger boy.
Okay, quick like background on this album. Myself and Uko, we listened to this album so much that it became like a second, like a third person to us. Like it was myself, Uko, and the album.
So that was when we were roomies back in uni.
Yeah. Yes.
When this album or EP
Yes.
or project dropped.
Yes. We were roomies then, and it felt like the third roommate because this album, I don't know what exactly about the album made us love it so much. Is it the fact that it was the way he was pronouncing stuff like Baba, me I know the things on the cheese on the seats, Baba.
It has to be. So as a non-Yoruba guy, me, it was, I'll say it was the Euro English he was doing. Like the way he made Yoruba sound interesting.
Yes.
It'll make me that I'm not Yoruba, I'll be like, I go learn this language. Be like there's something Efizi did this language.
Yes. They go see me for Muritala Muhammad now. They go see me for Muritala Muhammad now. Hey,
guys,
Baba.
before we go in, we're talking about Westernized West African by Mojeed.
I think
dropped in 2014, 12 years ago.
One of my absolute favorite rap albums. I mean, by a mile. It's such a brilliant, I think it's a mixtape. One of my favorite mixtape or projects, in fact. And
it was remastered, I think.
Yes, for to be uploaded on DSPs.
Yeah.
So Lyric was, it was like the in-house production for Aristocrat Records then.
Aristocrat, yeah.
And it was like the master, it was like, I don't want to say the mastermind, Mojeed is the mastermind, it's his project. But he was the one behind the scenes doing all this production, and he produced a lot on this project. And I think Lyric did an amazing job. Till today, the production on that mixtape still feels new. I mean, it doesn't feel...
It's a project that was ahead of its time.
Yes. You will listen to it today and it still sounds rich, like it was produced just yesterday. That's how much work went into the album. And like it was like Mojeed was announcing himself that, okay, I've been away, I've been in the diaspora for a while, but now I'm back home. That's why I started the album with
Moritala.
Yes, I'm landing. Mojeed. Mojeed. That, oh my goodness. Mojeed.
And the guy looks like nice, or is it just me?
I've never seen him that way. Maybe. I've never seen him that way. And then you remember we have like, at this point, all our friends are mutual. So let's stop saying mutuals. We have a friend that like loved Cynthia Morgan so much. And I remember his reaction to that song with Mojeed and Cynthia Morgan. He kept playing it. Like every time he comes to our room, he'll be like, I mean, where that song be?
I'll be anywhere you are tonight. Oh, no.
Cynthia Morgan, I don't know wherever you are, Cynthia Morgan. Thank you for that song. I appreciate that song a lot. Do you know what that chorus does to me anytime I listen to it? And then, of course, Mojeed does to me. But let me quickly tell you my favorite song. I know you have a lot to say about this album, the mixtape. OMG.
I said we won't finish this episode. if we talk about this project.
OMG, the chorus was like Otoge, and the way they were saying that Otoge, just the hooks, the chorus, it's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. I can listen to that song on repeat, like 20 times on repeat, just for everything. And you know, one thing I do appreciate a lot about Mojeed is his cadence. The
Ooh, yeah,
you know, if you're talking about a rapper having like smooth flows, the cadence, the way he makes the words rhyme, his rhyme scheme, they're so intelligent, and he's always mixing in between pidgin and Yoruba and like good
Yoruba.
proper English also. So it doesn't get boring and everything is just amazing. So, but then OMG is my favorite song.
Well, I think there's a particular song that, although not everybody listens to, but whenever I see people talk about that project, it's only that song they talk about. I think it was the one that where he said "Westernized by default." I can't remember the exact title of the song off the top of my head. No, but that was like the biggest song on the album. My own
Okay.
best song will be Boats, Boats, and
Okay.
it's more of a situation or where I was in my life that time. So 2014, during one of my holidays, I was with my cousins, right? They are way younger than me, and I was watching Family Guy. I was putting them onto Family Guy. Then I don't know if it's before or after that holiday, I come and Mojeed drops this project. It's just because of a line. I like that song. So the line is, "If being broke is a joke, no Family Guy, I quagmire than them." So as a basic, let me see. Dele, have you watched Family Guy? Obviously, no. I
Of
bet.
course. Of course, that one I've seen.
Okay, but as a basic guy, let's hear. What do you think that line? How would you interpret that line? Don't be if being broke is a joke, no Family Guy, I quagmire than them. Let's see. I put you on the spot.
You want me to explain? If being broke is a joke, a Family Guy, quagmire than them.
No Family Guy, I quagmire than them.
Okay, you
Anyways,
explain.
no, it's on first sight. Obviously, you know that being broke, quagmire means a complicated situation, right?
Okay.
So obviously, if being broke is a joke, quagmire, I'm in a difficult situation, kind of. So that's like basic. But when you dip it, right? if being broke is a joke, no Family Guy. Quagmire is a character on Family Guy.
The one that likes women.
Quagmire is the pilot. So obviously, being a pilot, you're rich.
Okay.
So how me I interpreted the line was, if being broke is a joke, no Family Guy, I am richer than them.
Oh.
Because Quagmire was a pilot and he's obviously like a rich character in the thing. Yeah. So I think it was like a double entendre or something.
Of course.
But that was my single line that made when I said, "Oh, Family Guy, I see my cartoon, they're talking about
what
it."
What about Jagaban? Do you like Jagaban? Buffalo will be Jagaban.
Buffalo will be Jagaban. Mojeed, okay.
And then there's this song also, Nigerian Time. And the flow on that song reminds me of K Dot's Drank. Switcher Drank. And then he has like a similar flow. When I was listening to Nigerian Time, I kept thinking, this sounds similar to something.
They have similar musical DNA.
So DNA, another Kendrick song. Yeah, I see what you did here. Nice one. So I kept on the Nigerian Time. This song sounds like something. And then I said, eventually it clicked and I said, wow, it's K Dot's Drag. Amazing.
That's what I was put here.
Amazing.
I like the like is it the setup to the chorus where he's saying, so he was talking about him and a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, show is by 8, they'll do whatever they are doing, then they'll go by 10. Nigerian time, Nigerians, we know they go early for anything.
We know they go anywhere early. But not. I think a lot of people who graduated from our alma mater
Yeah.
are probably time conscious people, because it was something that was like inculcated in us throughout school. They would always tell you to appear to anywhere you're going 30 minutes before time. Is it 30 minutes or 1 hour?
15, no, what's happened?
They would always tell
So-
you to appear whatever place like minutes before.
Thank God you even spoke about that. So to answer that question you asked me, what I was doing after uni, right? After uni, I was a timekeeper. Bro, I was irritated because of that, whatever happened in uni. You know, when something's happening to you at the time, you're like, these guys, they are forcing things, they are forcing everything, that kind of thing. But post-uni, if I ever told my guy, bro, 6 p.m., bro, I was there 5:45, like no cap. I was always there on time. I'm calling the guy, Paraform, where you there? Where are you? The guy would say, bro, 6 never knock.
And to be honest with you, that thing has made me really impatient with people who don't stick to time. Because
time.
whenever I want to do anything, I'm always on time. If you're saying 7, I'm probably there 6:30. To be honest with you, that's how much they stuck that belief into us.
So you know what I started doing? I started treating it per person, per individual. So when I
Okay.
realized that your own specialty is to delay me, I'll show you that in as much as I can go early, I can come very late.
Really?
I'll allow you arrive there, sit down, wait for me, then I'll make an entrance.
Wow.
So, but school days, a lot of things that we overlooked really just
Of
became a
course.
part of us. Yeah.
Of course. To be a better man. There was always something we did to when you were graduating. Total man, whatever, or total man.
Total man concept.
I believe
Are you a
we
total
are all
man now?
total men now.
Bro.
Amazing stuff.
Anyways,
Okay.
guys, it was just to remind you, because I know a lot of people might have forgotten some amazing projects that have dropped over the years. Some projects that even dropped last year already slept on, and it's not even a year yet. So we just want you guys to go back to this. Like we said, Chills, your motivation guy. Mojeed, if you're a diaspora, I want to go back to Nigeria. Listen to it.
If you're in Nigeria and you want to go to the diaspora, and also you can listen to it.
Listen to it. Chyn's The Graduates. If you're just trying to figure out life, Farabale, step by step, just be a human being. What's the last one that we spoke about? Soundman.
But
Come on.
I know you want to go, but please, there is one I really want to talk about. It's
there's one.
Slept on
Which
already,
one?
and it's recent, but it's already slept on. Come on. It's Blue Sound.
Ooh.
That project had Zoom on it. And it had Numero. These are just a couple of songs that really stand out. It's a beautiful project from top to bottom and amazing to listen to. It's pop. It's Afro pop as much as Afro pop can be. A beautiful Afro pop album. I'm not going to talk much about it, but if you find the time to, and you really want to listen to like what a really good pop album can sound like, a really good Afro pop album can sound like, I think that's an album you can listen to just to enjoy it and just I don't.
And there's not a lot of songs on it. I think I can't remember the song that came out before the EP. Rather, I think it's an EP. But what happened was I just played like the the chorus and the first verse, and I sent it to some of my guys, and I said, "Would you sign this artist?" They said, bro, that song is sounding nice. So yeah, that kind of thing. So sounds with the Z. He did a
Yes.
really amazing job on that project, and no one is out there saying, "Oh, this was dropped," and that's last year.
Yes.
Well, good music will always come back. Oh, that's what me I always
Yeah.
feel. Good music will always come back.
Just stick to your craft and keep producing like good quality stuff, and eventually, I believe, yeah.
You know
It
what
was
you're
nice reminiscing on these albums, right? It like
like
brought
Alaga,
back some lost memories, sort of.
It's taking you back to a time in your life.
Yes,
2014, 2018.
We've mentioned like all these albums today, and it's nice reminiscing about them. I just I could spend the whole day talking about these albums that I feel like I slept on and people don't remember, especially the ones from the past years, the late and early 2010s. And
Yeah.
but the thing is, I will always want to listen to like new music. The other day, I spent like quite a while talking music with a friend of mine, just Turkish folk songs. And while we were talking about Turkish folk songs, he introduced me to someone. This one is not Turkish per se, he's European, Evgeny Grenko. And what he just plays
That sounds like a boxer.
Evgeny Grenko is a classical musical artist. He plays the piano and plays some other instruments, and he just makes this like sounds. And when I listened to him for the first time, I was amazed. And the thought just crossed my head and said, bro, there is still billions of songs out there
that you
to
haven't
listen
heard.
to. Do you understand? Yeah. So I can't
Yeah.
say because I enjoyed the songs I've listened to in the past, I won't listen to more music. I want to listen to those ones forever too, but there's just so guys, don't get stuck on the music that are easy to find. Do some research, find some new songs. It's amazing when you listen to something new. Just amazing.
Yeah. You heard the man, guys. Don't miss out on good music. Oh. Listen to everything. Go out of your comfort zone.
I swear.
Yeah.
We've come to our favorite part of the episode, and I believe it's you guys' favorite part also.
Has to be.
The song of the week. So Uko is going to tell us the runner-up and the actual song of the week.
Okay. The runner-up for this week will be Chyn's Grey Clouds, and the song of the week will be, he has to be, Mojeed's Boats.
I mean, before you close the episode, there's something I love about Boats. There is a sample of Fela's voice at the beginning of that song that was like, when I was there, they said the English I speak is vernacular. Who made my own English vernacular? Who decides which English is the right one and which one is the wrong one? It's just an amazing sample, and I really like that. I love it. It's a great song.
Westernized by default. So, guys, I hope as you go into the nice weather in the summer, while you're on the boat, you don't have gray clouds. Have a good week. See you in 2 weeks.
See you guys soon. Maybe you do Ude Zuzu.
Not like for sleeping.
This thing funny for our head. You never say people go here and now they go talk say smelly
cringe.
They go say we don't old.
I just watch. You guys don't vibe in the watch now or more. As they do that your lip thing. The therapist asked the babe, how do you feel right now? She say, I'm just focused on my lips for now. I say not lie.
Now so